ladies in the locker room. We'll be right back.
Hey,
Oh, hello.
hello, long time no see.
I know. I swear it feels like it's been forever.
It
It
does, it
actually
does.
has.
It's been a minute.
It has been a few minutes, but I am absolutely happy to be back. I missed you guys. I missed the fans.
We missed you
It's
too.
it's been nuts from being sick to filming to modeling. It's just been all over the place.
Let's take out the being sick part and then just get back to the other stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
I know, I know. Well, we're glad you're back. We missed you as well. So, what have you been filming? What have you been working on?
Well, I had to fly to Philadelphia to film the trailer to the June Smith story. So I'm hoping that'll get released this week. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. I think we're going to film the feature in September, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And I had a magazine feature. So I was up in Chicago doing that. And it seems like a blur, but I know I did something else in between there. So oh, but I am happy to say that the movie that I co-wrote, Sessions, is a horror film. It goes into production September 27th. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's
Super
awesome.
excited.
A horror film?
A horror film, and I'm scary. That's the crazy part about it. Is I don't like scary. I, I write this stuff and I don't like it. Like I legit had to watch to write it and then watch cartoons the rest of the day. Like
Look,
it just, I'm so scary.
you know what? Horror films for me is not that I'm scary. They make me mad. You know, when the lady running and she fall, I want to just kick her on the ground. Get up! You
Okay, well,
always got to fall.
I promise you, nobody will fall in this
But
film.
you know when you
Not
watch
a
them
lady,
scary movies and somebody fall, I'll be
right?
like, God dog it, get up. I knew she was gonna fall. You know? And so I'll be there fussing at the TV or fussing at her. I'm like, I knew it. It said don't go in there. I know what you're going in there for. Or what? Why?
Exactly.
You ever see that commercial when it says let's go hide, over here, and the girl said, why don't we just go get in the running car?
Right, right,
You know,
right.
I was like, okay. So that's kind of how I feel about them. And then the whole zombie stuff, I just no,
Well,
no.
no zombies, no fallen ladies with running in the bad hills. We're not doing any of that.
No, they
It's
didn't got to have heels on. It just fall.
right,
They got
right.
some good running shoes on. It just I can't take it. I can't do it.
Absolutely. No, I'm really excited. I finished out this week with a homeschool trip because school's starting up again.
Oh yeah.
So visited a bunch of museums, and that's kind of summed up the last 3 weeks because we said we was going to minus out the sick part, so we're going to leave that out there. So what you been up to this week?
Well, I'm working on a fitness video, which actually the lady that I'm working on the video, she's going to be our guest this evening, Miss Gloria Jackson. I call her Sunshine. She is a burst of energy. And I
Mhm.
tell anybody who in Georgia, if you're really trying to exercise for real, you need to go check out one of her classes at 5:45 at the LA Fitness over there at what you call it? Oh Lord, I forgot the little park where it's at. She'll tell us later.
Absolutely.
Um, but it's for real. It's just I videotaped her and I was feeling sorry for the people. She is for real, for real. And then, and I'm watching her, I'm like, you know what? People be going to the gym and they're like, I'm coming to 5 of these, two of
Right,
those. Yeah. And now I've exercised. Oh, let me get some more. Child, please. Get up in Miss Gloria's class. And she's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then on Saturday, she got the audacity to be trying to take people to go hiking and stuff.
oh
So
no.
she in it for real. So I was telling one of her class, I said, I'm gonna take her class when I finish taping her class. I
Right.
can't do both at the same time. But it's been an awesome, awesome event. Just kind of watching her, like I said, she is
Mhm.
a burst of energy, as you guys will see later on. That big old smile, Miss Gloria Sunshine Jackson, and high energy. And when I tell you, like I said, I was like, okay. Yeah, this is for real, for real. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna take her class when I finish taping her class. So been
Okay.
working on that. And oh my God, to the folks at WAB Sports, my apologies. It has taken me a minute to get that video up and running.
Mhm.
First of all, I'm working on a new editing software, and it's still kicking my butt. That's number one. And then number two, um, it was so much great footage. So
Mhm.
when I first finished, I had almost like a 3 hour movie.
Oh,
And I'm
wow.
like, yeah,
Okay.
exactly, exactly. So I was so frustrated. I'm like, oh Lord, Lord, what in the world? I cannot do a 3 hour movie, So I
Right.
started trying to figure out how to cut it down. Da, 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 da. So that was a whole nother process. If anybody knows anything about editing, it is a process. So
Right.
bad enough it took me all this time to get it all together. Now
Mhm.
it's taking me all this time to try to break it down. Well, I still just didn't have it right. Then one day God just blessed it. It's like, look, do this like this. And I'm like, thank you, Lord. Lord, I just
Right.
thank you. Because I when I tell you I was stressing and stressed out and it's a lot of good footage, and that was my
Mhm.
problem. So what I've done is starting next week, some
Mhm.
of the athletes that I got a chance to interview, they were there to support Wayne Buckingham, Coach Buck, and the WAB Sports
Mhm.
fundraiser, but they also some of them have their own thing going on. So
Right.
what I did is I cut the video at them just talking about Wayne's thing, and for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to show their interview because some of them
Right.
are really long.
Mhm.
So next week I'm going to be doing Mr. Jermaine Jones, and he's got an awesome program that he's doing also that's dealing with mental health. So.
Mhm.
Mr. Jermaine Jones will be the next one, and then I've got Mr. Otis Nixon from the Atlanta Braves. He's coming up. So that's kind of what made it so long. They had some really great stories and
Right.
really great information about their own nonprofits that they were doing, and I didn't want to leave it out, but I had to. So now I figured out how to put it back in. So each week I'm going to bring in, you know, I've and then some. Oh my gosh! So I've had some NFL vets from way back, and
Right.
they were there. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Ross. you know, and they had some great information to offer the young people. But again, that was the problem. It was great information and a lot of conversation, and I just like didn't know what to do with it. Um,
Oh, yeah.
Sean, okay, Sean, eating is the hardest part.
Yep. A lot of
Yeah,
content.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So Sean Moran, hey Sean, how you doing? Sean Moran, I met actually at the WAB Sports event. So
Mhm.
we'll be seeing him tonight on the WAB Sports event as well. But yeah, so that was pretty much it. So yeah, for the next couple of weeks, I will still be talking about WAB Sports. So there
That
you have
is
it.
a serious week or
But
two
no, for the next couple of weeks, like I
for the
said,
next
next week I'm going to do Jermaine Jones, and then the next week I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. I had so much great footage, I couldn't figure out what to do with it all. And then, like I said, God bless it. I was like, stop trying to put it all in one movie.
right. Because that's a whole Titanic film right there. That's the Titanic.
It truly was. But
Right.
see, our ship wasn't sinking; it was sailing. These these gentlemen was dropping some serious knowledge on helping out, giving back, and
Mhm.
working with underprivileged youth and kids in need. So, their ship wasn't sinking; it was sailing.
Well, that is phenomenal. Well, guys, I think it's time for us to step away and have a quick commercial, and we will be right back with Ladies in the Locker Room.
All right.
Run hard. Can't spin it. Keep it going.
Five, four, three, two, one. Uppercuts, uppercuts, uppercuts. Go, 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 go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ah! Cross, hook, cross. Last 10 seconds. Come on, jab cross, jab cross, jab cross. Go fast, Lyric. Go fast, Lyric. Come on. Bring it to me, Lyric. Come on. Time.
Now that's a workout.
Yes, and every time I see that, that's Edgar. He's out there in California with our girl Lindsay. Lindsay, we miss you. Edgar is out there in California, and he gave us some great information. He was on our show. He gave us
Right.
some great information about how a lot more women are getting into boxing for fitness.
Hmm. It is a
And
true workout for
look, I
sure.
was just watching it. I can imagine. But that's pretty awesome. That's Edgar out there in California with Lindsay. We're gonna have to visit Edgar one day. We talked about that.
Absolutely. I've done that workout before and I slept well. I'll put it that way. I slept great. And I put my son in it, as I was telling you before. Torian did it for a while and
Okay.
he would be wiped out when I pick him up. That is truly a workout.
All right. Well, we've got a kickboxing bag and boxing bags in the house for my 5-year-old twins because they
Right.
are, they need to go to bed at night. So we let
Exactly.
them. Hey, go over there. Go. You don't like something? Go hit the bag. You
Exactly.
know?
I guarantee you, you won't have a problem putting them to sleep. I know that.
Nope. Nope. They go right to sleep. All righty. Well, we're gonna be moving right on into our sports quickie. So I know we call it a sports quickie, and sometimes it's just not that quick. But let's go. Let's move on to a sports quickie.
Well, all right. So
Is anyone up for a quickie? A sports quickie.
So
look at me so eager to jump right in.
I know. I know.
So I'm gonna kick this thing off with some Houston news. I was pretty excited to hear about this because I went to Texas Southern University. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I partied at Texas Southern University. I was enrolled. I was enrolled. I went, but I did not graduate from there.
And you
But
did party.
right, I transferred, graduated from somewhere else. But let's just say I was there. Shaquille O'Neal's daughter, Amara O'Neal, commits to Texas Southern University. So this is exciting for me because that is my school. That was my first choice of where I was going. And honestly, I only left because they didn't have nursing program. But the Basketball Hall of Famer's 19-year-old daughter has committed to Texas Southern University. She used to go to LSU like her dad, but she came on down a little more down south.
Come on down south.
Come on down south. So I'm super excited about that. She is 6'1".
Woo! She
Tall
should
girl.
fit. She should fit right in because I always heard they growing big in Texas.
They definitely growing big in Texas. She's a 6'1" forward that averaged 17.2 points a game as a junior.
Ballin'.
Yes, so she is killing it. So that's what her stats were in 2018, 2019 with LSU. So I know TSU was looking forward to her coming here. I'm looking forward to, I may even go there and see a few games just because she's here. I'm sure all of Houston is going to probably do that.
Check her out.
She says she's been playing basketball since she was 10 years old. Go figure. Me and her dad, Shaquille O'Neal.
Pretty sure there was a basketball court somewhere around the house
Somewhere,
at
probably in
all
my
times. In the
Exactly.
house, outside the house, at all times. But
She's
then,
joined.
wait a minute. But then again, Shaq was known for breaking the backboard. So
True. That is true.
they might not have been. They might have been broke.
All of them broke, even the one in her baby crib. But she's joining a team that was a strong contender for the SWAC championship before COVID hit. So, under the direction of Cynthia Cooper Dyke, Texas Southern finished 20 and 10 in 2019-20 season. But they're headed to SWAC championship as number 2 seed, but COVID stopped all of that. So, hopefully we get to play some games this year, and I know it's going to be super exciting to see. When I was looking for stuff to talk about, and when I saw this, I got super excited because it is Shaquille O'Neal's daughter, and I'm like, maybe he'll come join in. I saw a funny commercial of him about the Jonas Brothers. They're having a tour, and actually, I was thinking about taking my daughter to it, and Shaquille O'Neal was in the audience trying to get an autograph from Nick Jonas. I thought that was so funny. But that's my quickie for you guys. Stay tuned and watch those TSU Tigers and Amara Shaquille O'Neal's daughter.
That's going to be pretty awesome. And I'm already excited about the 6'1" forward. And
Right.
I just, I really am excited to see her play. I
Hmm.
love my lady ballers because, of course, I played basketball. That was one of my favorite sports as well. So, a lot of people think because your dad is, this and that, you're
Right.
supposed to be that. But we found out that's not true with Michael Jordan's kids.
Yeah.
It just doesn't always work out that way. But I'm really gonna want to, see this year. I just want to really check her out and see how she does. And I wish her nothing but great success. And like I said, I love my lady baller, so we're gonna be checking her out.
Absolutely. I can't wait. And I don't often watch college basketball, but I will be this season.
Well, people say college basketball is more exciting than the pros because it's
Yeah.
faster paced, because they're
Hmm.
younger, those young legs, and it's a fast paced game and they be moving. Now, but women's basketball, no matter what, college or pros, is always kind of different. To me, women's basketball is more physical. To me, they
It
wrestle.
is.
You
It's
know,
aggressive.
it's to me, it's more aggressive.
Yeah.
Even with the WNBA, as far as watching the guy now during the playoff times, yes, the
Hmm.
NBA they get real aggressive. I mean, like this past NBA Finals, when I say Giannis was everywhere, he was blocking shots and snatching down rebounds and shooting. I mean, he was everywhere, and that's what we want to see.
Right.
But I think that during regular season, they're a little bit more gentleman-like. You know, they're just not all over the place like
Hmm.
he was in the finals. And I think with women's basketball, oh, it don't matter. They just gonna be all over the place for every game. They,
Period.
flying elbows and jumping and doing splits when they jump to get a rebound. Knocking a few people out the way along the way. I'm telling you, I play women's basketball, and when I go watch the WNBA play, um, if you have not, and I say this to all my basketball fans, if you have not gone to a WNBA game, you have gotta go. It is not like the NBA. It is different,
Hmm.
but it's fast paced and but it's good. It's not. I know some people think that it's going to be boring or it's not going to be as good. No, it is very good and it's very fast paced. And those girls be balling. So if you haven't had a chance to go to see any of the WNBA and you like basketball, go. And if you got a daughter, bring her. She will enjoy watching those ladies do their thing. And if you got a son, bring him because he's going to be surprised.
Exactly.
They're dunking, they're snatching rebounds out the sky. They doing all of that.
Well,
All of it.
I'm looking forward to seeing it because I haven't in a very long time since my 25-year-old was younger. So, or 26, sorry. So I'm looking forward to seeing one this year.
Child, you don't look for 26 yourself, but that's a good thing.
I'll take it.
I know, right? I know. Oh wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us today, Felicia. We're gonna all be watching Shaquille O'Neal's daughter and sons. I mean, they're all playing ball somewhere. Um, I know one of the boys transferred too, didn't he, or something. So I think all his kids are playing ball somewhere.
Okay. Well, I'll have to check that out. Maybe we can talk about that next week. We'll do this segment of where Shaquille O'Neal's children.
Where in the world is Shaquille O'Neal's kids? Remember where in the world is Carmen Santiago?
Carmen
In,
Sandiego.
in the
Oh
world.
yeah.
That's right. Shaq, we trying to find your kids where they playing ball at. We gonna find them. All right.
So Miss
Well,
Hattie, what's
Felicia.
a quickie for us today?
Well, before we do my quickie, let's throw to another commercial.
Alrighty.
All right. Let's see who do we have. Who do we have here?
Hello, guys. My name is Gloria. I am an instructor at LA Fitness Atlantic Station. I teach Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and on Saturdays we hike. We go to a different location. Our classes are 5:45 at Atlantic Station. There's kickboxing, there's body work, there's power circuit, everything you can imagine. And then we hike. We hike Kennesaw, Stone Mountain, the Palisades. We go everywhere. Come out and join us. Find out what your mission is and have fun while you do it. You can find me on Facebook, Gloria Jackson, and I want you to have fun while you get fit. Come join me.
That is Miss Gloria Jackson. And as I said, you can see from that big smile, Miss Sunshine Jackson as a caller. And who will be joining us shortly? She's going to be in our guest. But I'm going to go on to my sports quickie. Because we are in the Olympic season right now,
Mhm.
I'm going to be talking about of all time a world famous Olympian, Miss Florence Griffith Joyner, or you may know her as FloJo. FloJo was deemed to be one of the fastest women in the world at one point in time. And with her 6-inch nails and um, her 6-inch nails and her speed and her wardrobe. Look at her nails. She was the one that brought all of that stuff, into what the girls are doing now, and that was a long time ago. As I said, Flojo was said to be one of the fastest women in the world. She has 5 medals, 2 world records. She still has records that haven't been broken yet. And she holds the 100 and 200-meter events. And in 1988, she won 3 gold and 1 silver. Um, it's always tough for me around the Olympic times. There's not an Olympic that comes and goes that I don't think about FloJo. I mean,
Mhm.
she was my girl. I had the 6-inch nails. I ran track and played the
Mhm.
sports, and then her wardrobe. Again, she was one of the athletes at back at that time that really got into, setting up a standard on what you're going to wear. She started the
Mhm.
one-legged outfit, one leg in, one leg out, and even her husband, who was her coach, she even designed one for him too. And every time the Olympic comes around, especially when we talk about track and field and
Right.
anything running and female, and of course with Shahari Richardson for this year, who now is deemed one of the fastest women alive, and she wasn't
Wow.
able to run. She wasn't even able to participate because of her drug problem. She did not pass the drug test, so we missed out on her, and she'll have to get it together and come back in 4 years. She's young, and I like to say that she should be able to do that, and we wish her nothing but success. But as I was thinking about FloJo, I came across a video that her daughter put together for her.
Mhm.
And like I said, I love FloJo, so I've always followed FloJo. Her daughter is a singer, and she has a phenomenal, phenomenal voice and a love for music. So she put together a nice video for her mom, and we're going to check that video out, and then we'll be right back. So here we go. Guys, it just takes a lot out of me, and trying not to cry. That was my girl.
The sound didn't play, Hattie.
For some reason, it kept getting muted,
Right.
and I don't know why it was muted. Maybe because of the song.
Yeah, the licensure.
Yeah, it could be.
Hmm.
Look, I'm trying to remove this one, and then now it don't want to remove. Uh, hold on.
I
So
didn't realize that she died when she was 38. I mean, I have to not trying to throw my youngness out there, but I was very young when she passed, so I didn't realize that she was 38 years old. That just I was looking
uh,
up some information about her as we were watching.
I thought she was younger than that. I knew she was young when she died, but I thought she was younger than that. And it could be a possibility that the sound didn't play because of, of course, the song. That was a tribute that her daughter put together.
Hmm.
That's where that came from. And when I found it online, I just wanted to share it with the other FloJo fans out there in the world. And as you saw, so much has happened even after she passed. They have a statue. They, of course,
Hmm.
have the FloJo Foundation. They have you know, they have so much going on still after she passed. And as I told you, her daughter can sing. She was
Hmm.
I think she was on America's Got Talent,
Oh wow.
and she can really sing. She's got a beautiful voice. So hopefully we will hear more from that. And she was with her dad, and he looked really good, and he just taking care of his baby girl, because she's gone. But thank you guys for sharing that moment with you. So we'll continue to remember her, and as we watch the Olympics, and we'll see, all of our other Olympians from the USA. Hopefully they'll bring home some more gold and silver
Right.
and even bronze. In the meantime, we have got a guest that's going to be logging in pretty soon here. Um,
Super excited. I'm tired already, and she hadn't even got on yet. Like,
well, you saw the video, and like I told you, just from me videotaping her, I got tired. But I said, you know what? As soon as this is all said and done, I'm coming back and take her class, and I got some testimonials from some of her class members who's like, I've been going to this class. I've lost a lot of weight. I've toned up a lot. I have a lot more energy and all that kind of good stuff. So I was
well,
really excited to be going.
once you get in the hang of it, it really does make you feel so much better. I was working out almost every day, but then when I got sick, I can't, of course. So then I'm out of routine. But I'm not sure I'm ready for a trainer though. I think what I'm gonna do, Hattie, is I'm gonna work out until I get to Atlanta, and then we'll go. So that way I'm ready. So I got to get my pre-workout before the workout.
We're gonna take at least one of her classes. I have to bring you to at least one of her classes while you're here. I would not encourage anyone. I couldn't do it every day myself, because I'm telling you, it's for real, for real. You have to work up to that. So,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen, we'll have Miss Gloria Jackson. We're gonna play her commercial one more time, and hopefully we'll be right back with Miss Sunshine Jackson.
Hello, guys. My name is Gloria. I am an instructor at LA Fitness Atlantic Station. I teach Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and on Saturdays we hike. We go to a different location. Our classes are 5:45 at Atlantic Station. There's kickboxing, there's body work, there's power circuit, everything you can imagine. And then we hike. We hike Kennesaw, Stone Mountain, the Palisades. We go everywhere. Come out and join us. Find out what your mission is and have fun while you do it. You can find me on Facebook, Gloria Jackson, and I want you to have fun while you get fit. Come join me.
Well, we'll come join her soon. Hopefully, she'll be joining us soon, so we can find out about her
Yes.
classes.
That was Miss Gloria Sunshine Jackson right there. She's working on getting logged in, and hopefully she'll be joining us in a minute. That was her calling me. She's like, "I'm watching the show." I'm like, "No, I don't want you watching. I need you to log
Come
in.
on.
I need you to get logged in." So she's working on getting logged in right now, and hopefully we'll get her on so she can tell us some more about her fitness plans and how she got started, things like that. And like I said, I was like this. I'm like, okay, this is for real, for real. That's all I kept saying. The first day I was like, oh, she take a lot of breaks. But
Mhm,
they're different classes. She has different classes. Now
mhm.
that Tuesday class, whoo, you in it to win it. And you can if you can hang in that Tuesday class, that's the work class. She calls that the power fitness. And I'm like, yep, that's definitely some power.
So I'm gonna make sure I'm not in there on Tuesdays. I'm gonna start with the other days.
Monday, come in on Monday,
Yes,
not
yes.
Tuesday.
I went
Um,
to the gym. My daughter's a personal trainer. Like I was telling you, she has a degree in it, and I went there to bring her some food or something. And I'm watching her last training session. And when she finished, I'm like, "My God, you are hard on them." She's like, "No, you have to keep them motivated. You have to." I'm like, "I would quit."
you said I would quit.
Don't yell at me like that. I would quit. So, but
Oh
no,
my goodness.
I think I'd hang in there. I'm gonna try it though. I'm always up for a challenge. So, but like I said, I'm gonna work out first and get myself ready.
You got to get ready for the workout.
Right, I got to get
You got
ready.
to you got to go work out so you can get ready for the workout.
What I'll do is I'll take boxing here in Texas, and then when I get to Atlanta, I'll be ready for her class. I'll be
Li-
in shape. That's what I'll.
Listen, whatever it takes, and trust me, it's going to take some things. I am not even going to lie. I'm just not going to lie. It's going to take some things. It's going to take some things for me, and that's what I said. That's why I made that statement because I call myself working out.
Hmm.
And I'm like, whew, okay. All right, this is for real, for real. And that's
It's
all I
getting.
kept saying. This is for real, for real. For
Hmm.
real, for real. I call myself working out. And like I said on Monday, I was like, oh yeah, she's good, just okay. But Tuesday came because I taped her Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Hmm.
And I got to go back and catch her Thursday because Thursday she does kickboxing.
Oh wow.
And then, like I said, and then on Saturday they hike.
Hmm.
They go high. She has a culture. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Right.
fit movement is what she's doing more so than just going to work out. It's a
Now
movement.
hiking is tough. Have you ever
Yeah,
went hiking before?
I have. I look. I've done Stone Mountain. With a 2-year-old on my hip.
Oh no, that's a negative there, Chief. No, I've done
Nobody told
Stone
me.
Mountain.
Look, nobody told me what I was getting myself into.
We go hiking. I would say twice a year because we go camping twice a year. And the last time we went hiking all the way up through a bat cave. That was interesting. It was a literal bat cave. So,
Did you see the bats up there hanging around?
no, because you wouldn't see me hanging around. I'd been ran. But no, they weren't in there. But we hiked all the way up to the point where it got. I started having a nosebleed.
Oh wow.
And so we started coming back down, but then we saw the cave and then we went in the cave. But I love to hike. It's exhausting though. It is very exhausting. I think I would prefer that over working out though. So I'll just go find a bunch of places to hike and I'll be
Mm,
okay and learn how to breathe through it.
mm. You know what? I'm not now. I'm not a I'm not a camping hiking girl. I'm a beach girl. The woods and the bugs and the trees and all of that, not really.
But look, I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of that either. I don't even like grass. But I do it because the twins, and then I started to enjoy it. So it
Uh,
it is a lot of
fam-
fun.
family time can make you enjoy certain things that you wouldn't normally enjoy because you're
Right.
with your family.
Exactly.
And you know what? If I went, probably if I went camping with my twins or with my grandsons, I would laugh so much. I probably have because I know they're gonna do some stuff that's just gonna make
Right.
me laugh because they
Exactly.
just do. We went on vacation this summer and we were all out swimming by the pool, and my grandsons um, 4, I think they had just turned 5, but 4 or 5, and they had the goggles on, they was
Mhm.
doing goggles, and I'm like, "Okay, cool." So, we got out of the pool, and then one of them, it was time to go back in the pool, and I said, "Hey, you're not gonna take your goggles?" He said, "Oh, grandma, it's not like I'm gonna read while I'm in the water."
Wow.
I was like, "Uh, okay, there'll be no reading in the water."
There would be no reading in the water. I don't even know why you would suggest that he wear those goggles to get in the
That
pool to read.
you I don't know, you know what?
Get it
I don't
together.
know. I just like, "Oh, okay, since you're not going to read, then I guess I understand why you're not gonna put them on.
That is
That's
very
fine."
interesting. He had a very good explanation.
He really did.
Speaking of events with the twins, I played a different type of game or sport. It's called foot golf.
Uh-oh.
And so what my in my mind I was thinking about golf. And but I hadn't quite figured out how we were going to use our feet. But it's almost like kickball. So but you don't have people running on bases. It's set up like a golf course, and it has a marker where you take the ball and you kick from that marker,
Mhm.
and it has to go in the hole just like golf, and you move from place to place, and it's called foot golf.
Hmm.
And it was fun. It's not run, you don't run, you kick, and then if your ball doesn't go in the hole, you keep going till you get it in there. If it goes really close, just like golf, you get up close and you try to get it in the hole, and then you move to the next one.
Okay. I
So,
mean, it sounds interesting. I never heard of it, but it sounds like fun.
me either, but it was fun. It was really fun. When we first got there, I was like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
But when they explained it to us, and it's color coordinated, the areas are by colors. So if you finish everything in red, then you move on to blue, and it gets harder.
Mhm.
And then yellow is even harder than that. And so, in golf, they keep the scores and stuff like that. They do the same thing in foot golf.
Well, okay. I'm learning regular golf right now.
That I have not tried yet. I want to. I have a friend that's going to show me because I don't have the patience, but I'm determined. Come on in, Gloria.
I know she says she's in, but I'm trying to figure. There she is. There you are.
I made it. Hello, hello, hello.
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 I've been everywhere in these streets. I could not get in. Sorry. I was all over Atlanta trying to get in. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Well, you're here now. Welcome to Ladies in the Locker Room. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gloria Sunshine Jackson.
Hello, guys. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me. Hello, Felicia. Heidi, thank you for having me. It is a pleasure to be on your amazing platform. I am, again, Gloria Sunshine Jackson. I teach at Atlantic Station, but I also do some training, and I have worked at World Gym. I'll be back over there in just a few months, working on some trainings and recertifications. And I am just happy to have linked up with Miss Hattie Lemon.
I have told everybody about your show, and we were talking about it. I already scared Felicia away.
Yeah.
But I told her when she comes, to Atlanta, I said, we're still going to go take one class. You got to take one class. And I said, but I was telling her, I said, I was watching you last week, and I was watching your students. And I was like, you know what? I've told everybody that I know that works out. I've been telling
Right.
everybody that works out. I said, you know what? If you really want to work out, you need to go over to Atlantic Station at 5:45 on Tuesday. Make
Is
it
this
that,
5:45 in the morning or the
no, it's
evening?
in the evening. It's in the evening after
Okay.
work. It's in the
It's in
evening.
the evening. It's in the evening. I have, of course, taught spin in the morning at 5:30, but right now I'm at Atlantic Station every day, 5:45 p.m. It is funny that Hattie says come on Tuesday because on Monday it's Body Works plus abs.
Okay.
And that's just primarily 7.5 pounds and some ab work, just to tempo, breaks in between. Tuesday's class is one of my favorite. It's high tempo, very low weight. It's only 2.5.
But it's power.
And that's a soda. I mean, right? That's a soda can. So it's 2.5 pounds, but there are no breaks in between. However, the tempo is below 140 beats per minute. And so you can kind of rest. And, if we're doing knee to elbow to knee, you could slow yours down into every, 4 count instead of a 10 count. You could slow that down, kind of progressively move into it. The key thing about your workout is, remember, it's your workout. So I really feel a little bit deflated when people are afraid to go to a class, because there should be no fear. We're all starting at our own place. Everyone's at their own place. So Monday and Tuesday, Tuesday is power circuit, which it sounds circuit, but the way that they teach it there aren't circuits within the course, but sometimes I will add circuits, just so that there are always people that are at different levels of fitness. So for those that love to just go 25 reps in 20 seconds, I let them get their 25 reps. But then
what circuits mean?
Yeah.
What circuits mean?
But then there are those that only want to do 8, rounds, 8 sets. So I like to give everyone the freedom. On Wednesday, it's body works again, but it's 5-pound weights. So you see, I vary the workout so that if you can't do 7.5 on Monday, you can find your space. So it's 2.5 on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, 5 pounds. And of course, Thursday is kickboxing, which is fun. There's no weights. You get to do a lot of cardio. We use jump ropes a lot, sort of, get the arms and the cardio up really good. And of course, everyone can't jump rope.
Right.
They can't. So it's just one jump every 30 seconds. If that's how, if you could step over it and throw it over your head. Each person that I've had that came in that way, they're jumping rope now. I just simply tell them this is a no judgment zone, all judgment zone, because you're judging yourself the hardest. That's sort of how that works. So, and then of course, as Hattie mentioned, we do hike on Saturday. Saturday is more of I look at it as a cool down time. I don't see hiking as a workout. I know I have so many people that tell me, Gloria, this is a workout. Right. But to me, it's really not. It's no weight. It's no gym. There's no time limit. You get to choose where we go. We decide every week where we're going. Your pace is your pace. If you know this hike is 2 miles, you can speed it up or slow it down. We look at our heart rates to make sure we're in the fat burning zone. It's not drenched in sweat, but you may find yourself drenched in sweat. It just depends. So I look at it as my wind down. So I would say someone asked me earlier today when they were thinking about training, what was the focus? What is the focus? And I say the focus to fitness for me is for you to feel good along the way. Right. Feel good along the way. And does that mean you're going to be sore? Yes, a little soreness. But during the onset, when you're doing the physical fitness test for an individual before they start training, you want to actually see where they are. The purpose of training isn't to be afraid of the trainer and, oh my gosh, I hate going. I have many people that tell me, Gloria, you're the highlight of my week. When I get ready to come to you, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so encouraging, because everyone trains differently though. Right. Some people need to be yelled at and, called names and maybe, I don't know, but that's not me. So I like to have fun. When I work out, I have to dance. I can't sit still. Some people don't dance, but they bop their heads, in class. I don't know. Whatever it takes, because working out initially, you really have to focus on what is the bigger picture. So in that infomercial that Hattie did, I said, come and find your mission. The reason for that is I can't tell you why you're working out.
Right.
I just can't tell you why you are working out. I know for me, I would rather eat my foods in moderation now and live a life of longevity and energy and enjoy vacation rather than having to pop pills later. So right now, I'm okay with you can't have that Snickers bar and all that ice cream that I love and all those chips and queso that I love all the time because my BMI is what matters, and that's what's going to keep me out of hopefully a situation where we're looking at statistics, within our environment and our culture. So
Now, wait, hold on. You can't throw like labels out there and not tell our audience what is a BMI.
Oh, your BMI is your body mass index. So, just in case, I don't want to give too much, Hattie. They have to get something from me when they call me. But their BMI, your BMI, right. You want to look at how much fat versus lean is in your body, and sometimes those are so out of whack, and we have no idea. This is what leads us into having high blood pressure. And anything related to blocked arteries is related to your eating habits. We can offset most things by what we eat. I know that we think it does taste really good. I can attest to that. Okay. I love food. Let's just be clear on that. Let's put that clear. But just as much as I love food, I love working out because the feeling is amazing. But the one thing that's different in my love for food and my love of working out, depending on what food I eat, it makes my workout much harder.
Right.
It just makes it much harder. So,
so you're going to eat and you're going to work out.
I'm going to eat 100,000%. Let's just put that number out there. And, but I'm also going to work out. Someone asked me yesterday we were eating, and we actually went to the Atlanta fish market. Have you guys gone there?
I live in Houston. Not yet.
Okay. Well, they may have one there. I don't know. But the Atlanta fish market is all fresh food. So, and everything you can order, you can see it right there. Now, I did try and go vegan once, and shout out to all the vegans. Shout out to all the vegans. That was just a little bit too overwhelming for me. If I had someone that came in and did it for me, shopped for me, cooked for me, well, I don't have that. So, but I just read every label. Every label has to be read. And I didn't know that eggs were almost in everything. I just didn't know that. Almost everything. Yep. So I just kind of pulled away from that. And my husband and I have been pescatarians for years now. So if anyone has an ideology of being healthy, it doesn't mean that you can't eat. If you want to eat pork, you can eat pork. If you want to eat chicken, eat chicken. If you want to eat rabbit, whatever animal you want to catch and strangle, eat him. But I just think I'm saying
I got a couple of animals I want to catch and strangle, but I don't know.
And the reason I say that is most definitely I grew up. I'm from the country, and so we were on the farm most oftentimes. So we had chickens, pigs, so we saw them slaughtered, all that. My reason for changing the way that I eat is because the way that the food was harvested and raised back then, it's just totally massively overproduced now. And at the rate that we Americans eat, and I say we Americans because I overeat too. And let's be clear, I already put that 100,000 number out there earlier, right? So we overeat, and therefore, if we're overeating, when we go in and suggest foods, they have to meet that demand, that supply and demand. So we want all this extra food, so they have to supply it. So the way that I make it most plain is when you go into a store and you go, oh, I want that chicken leg and that chicken wing, and they give you the small one, which is the normal organic size of a normal chicken.
Not that big old thigh that's like that.
Normally, the first thing we say is, "Oh, take this little thing back.
Give me the big one.
No, I want that one in the left corner.
The big one.
You know, the big
But
bulky
the size
one.
of this arm.
Yeah, it's bigger, you know, the one that's been lifting. So in order for them to keep up with our demands, they have to inject these chickens with steroids, antibiotics, because they're getting sick. They're growing too fast. We've all heard of growing pains in kids when they're growing faster than the body can allow. And where our chickens used to roam and were on our ground and eating feed that we throw out in corn, well, now the chickens are in little cages where they can't
all crammed up.
They cut their beaks. There's just so much that goes into it. So I don't want that in my body, because whatever they're putting in those animals, if I'm eating that on a daily basis, my body is now taking on every steroid, antibiotic, injection, color enhancer. Why would my color need to be enhanced? You know, it's just everything that goes into them. And so there's just so much that goes into it. Now I will eat, you know, a good pig and a good chicken and a good rabbit and a turtle
and a lamb and a cow.
Right. I'll eat them all.
You said grab it and choke it and eat it.
Right. I grew up eating all those things. When you're from the country,
right,
everything that runs past your back door is pretty much, you know, gotten right. And we got quite a few of them. They didn't make it too far. So and my stepdad was pretty much a really good chemist. So as long as you could saute and season, you could eat it, right? So yes, but you know, just those things, doing those things in moderation, most definitely my number one goal is don't try and eliminate, just moderate. Because as soon as it's scientifically proven, you can just take a second to research an article, look at the Mayo Clinic. But when you say, okay, I'm not going to have cheese anymore, there is yes, it is proven. The body begins. There's a chemical. It's scientifically proven. I'm not
craving cheese.
You automatically start to crave it. And I actually practiced it on myself once. And I don't ever want to practice it again because it worked. It worked.
Yes, it definitely worked.
It worked. and I actually chose something that I never really eat, just a random thing. And I remember going to the laundry one day and I said, oh, I have a taste for a Snickers bar. And I said, wait a second. You know, I wanted, I was seriously, I was blown off my rocker. I wanted the taste of the chocolate and the caramel and peanuts. Yes. I said, you have got to be kidding me right here. And I went on a binge for a while with those good Snickers ice cream bars. I did.
The truth.
Yeah, so it's really true. So is there anything that you guys want to ask me? Because I will talk food and fitness and, you know, eating animals, eating fruit, eating vegetables all day. I could go from top to bottom. So let you guys kind of guide me a little.
Well, we're almost out of time, and you've almost answered all the questions that I had. And the one last thing I was going to say, if there, and like I said, we're just about out of time, but the one thing I was going to say is if there was one tidbit of information you can throw out there? If someone was like, you know what, I don't even know where to begin, what would that piece of information be? What would you say to them?
If they were to say they don't know where to begin, I would say start drinking water and writing it down.
How much? And say write it down. You mean write down how much?
Right. Well, the reason I would say write it down and start drinking it is because the most vital thing is having the digestive system working.
Mhm.
And water is the tool that facilitates that movement. And most oftentimes I hear people say, oh, I drink water. I drink. And literally when they think about it, they don't drink any water. If you're, I'm telling you, if you're drinking a glass of tea,
It
a
ain't
cup
water,
of coffee, maybe a soda,
not water.
maybe an energy drink a day, I can guarantee you you're dehydrated.
Right.
I drink a gallon of water plus a day, and I don't have any room for anything. When they give us orange juice in the morning for breakfast, I go, I can't drink that. If I drink that, I'm not going to be able to get more. You just can't get your water in. And once you start facilitating flushing the body,
Mhm.
everything else will feel better and feel different. So you'll start to pay attention to the foods. So once you start with water, it's not stop eating. First of all, start drinking some water. Get that skin hydrated. You know, get the body eliminating properly in the morning, all of those things. So that would be my advice to you guys. It has been a pleasure. Thank you
Thank
guys.
you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today, ladies in the locker room. And you know, that is just so awesome because that's not even what I expected you to say. I didn't even know what you would say, but that was so awesome that something, and I know it's not simple because I know people who don't drink water at all.
At all.
And
Yeah.
they will tell you that. Like, oh, I don't drink water. I'm like, wow, really? But to hear how you put it was so prolific to me. It was like, I was like, oh my God, I love that. Just drink water. That's a good start.
Yeah.
Drink
Well, you know,
water.
people ask me all the time because I model, you know, that you wear makeup? No, I don't wear makeup unless I have to. And then they'll say, well, how do you get what products do you use for your skin? I say, I drink a lot of water. And
Water.
they look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, I literally drink water all day long.
Absolutely. That's awesome, Felicia. Absolutely. And I get asked that question a lot too. And I like never wear makeup. It's like, actually, I alluded to it in one of my videos working out. I was like, how do you guys wear makeup? And you know, you have
Wipe
to watch.
off all that sweat. You're wiping it right off.
Yeah,
Or,
but
or I
the
don't think
water
they
helps.
intended on sweating that day or something. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
it goes past just that. It's aging, it's wrinkling. There are just so many benefits of water. So water first, Miss Hattie. Water
Thank you
first.
so much. Thank
That
you
was
for taking the
awesome.
time out. This video is live right now, but of course it will be on YouTube, so you can share it to your friends and family.
Absolutely.
And I will see you on Monday night at 5:45. And it's been a pleasure having you on the show, which I knew it would be just from watching your class. But I wanted to share you with the world through my platform, as you put it. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys so much. Bye, Felicia. Very nice meeting you. You guys have a good night. Bye.
Bye. All right, Felicia, see you later.
All right. See you later.
Deuces. All right, good night.